Good morning, students. Today, let us start our class with the lesson It All Began with Drip Drip, Part 2. In our previous class, we have learned about Bholenath's bravery. Hearing the bravery of Bholenath, the king also appointed him as his general. Okay, let us continue our class. One evening, when the whole court was gathered, a soldier rushed in crying, "War! The neighboring king has declared war. He is at our borders with 80,000 men." One evening, when the whole court was gathered, then what happened? One soldier rushed in crying. And what did he say? He said, "War!" The neighboring king had declared war and he was at the borders with 80,000 men. The king called Bholenath. "The time has come to prove your bravery. I appoint you my commander in chief." Then the king called Bholenath and told him he was appointed as his commander in chief. It was the time to prove his bravery. I will do my best," Bholenath stammered, his heart pounding with fear. He couldn't believe it at all, so he spoke with unusual pauses because of fear and anxiety. That night, Bholenath said in despair to his wife, "I don't even know how to ride a horse. What will I do?" "Don't worry," she replied. "I will tie you to the horse. What happens after that is in God's hands." He was so much scared, and in despair he said to his wife at night, even he didn't know how to ride a horse. What would he do? Then his wife told her, no problem, she would tie him to the horse. After that, whatever would happen, that would be in the hands of God. Early the next morning, a messenger arrived with a magnificent black stallion. "It belongs to the king himself. He has sent it for you to ride into battle." Next morning, what happened? In the early morning, a messenger arrived with a magnificent black stallion. This is stallion, okay? And he also told to him that horse belonged to the king himself and he had sent it for you. You means to Bholenath. Okay. For what purpose? To ride into the battle. Okay. Bholenath glumly followed his wife out to the horse. 4 servants lifted him onto the black stallion. Then his wife tied him securely to the horse. She even tied one end of the rope to the horse's tail. The horse didn't like the feel of all these ropes and, rearing up suddenly, galloped off with Bholenath holding on desperately. Bholenath unhappily followed his wife. She was ready to set her husband into the battle. But what was the condition of Bholenath? Bholenath couldn't know anything, even how to sit on the horseback. So 4 servants lifted him to the black stallion. Okay. Then what did his wife do? She tied him to the horse with one end of the rope and another end she tied it to the tail of the horse. Then the horse had no such a habit, so it was irritated. Then what did it do? Soon it raised its legs and galloped off, means ran, with the Bholenath. Poor Bholenath was in panic and he couldn't understand anything. Okay? Suddenly, Bholenath realized that the horse was heading straight for the enemy camp. Then he realized that the horse was going straight to the enemy camp. No, no, the potter shouted. He saw a banyan tree with its aerial roots hanging over the road. As the horse galloped under it, Bholenath reached up to pull himself free. But the horse was going too fast and the roots came right off the branches and hung flapping in his hands. Seeing the horse moving straight into the enemy camp, he shouted, "No, no!" But the horse did not stop. It moved fast. Then he saw a banyan tree with its aerial roots hanging over the road. Okay, like you can see here. He tried to hold it and become free, but what happened? The roots came right off the branches and hung flapping in his hand as the horse was going fast. "Help, help!" the potter shouted, waving the roots to attract attention. The horse galloped straight into the enemy camp. The soldiers saw a wild looking man, hair and clothes flapping, ropes all around him, on a fierce black stallion, waving tree roots and shouting. Bholenath was waving the roots to attract attention. For helping him, he was waving the roots. But then what happened? Then the horse galloped straight into the enemy camp. Okay, and the soldiers saw a wild looking man with the hair and clothes flapping and ropes all around him coming on a fierce black stallion. Then he was also waving tree roots and also he was shouting. By seeing him, they all were frightened. "It's the advance guard," a soldier yelled. "It's a demon," screamed another. "The king has a demon at me," shouted a third. "Run!" cried a fourth. "Run!" echoed the others and ran for their lives. By seeing him, all the soldiers were frightened and they started to yell and scream. And one of the soldiers said that he was an advance guard. Then another soldier screamed that he was a demon. Then the third one shouted and he told the king had a demon army. And then the fourth one cried and told them to run. Okay, and they all started to run. Bholenath's horse reached the middle of the camp. The ropes which had held the potter on the horse came apart and he fell off the horse. He looked around the empty camp, bewildered. Then slowly and painfully he stood up and led the horse back home. Then what happened? As Bholenath's horse reached the middle of the camp, the ropes which had tied his wife him to the horse came apart and he fell off the horse. Then what happened? He looked all around. The camp was fully empty. Okay, so he was confused. All the army men were run away. Okay, then Bholenath slowly and painfully stood up and then he rode the horse back home. The king's army had ridden out to join their commander. They met him walking wearily home. "The enemy has gone," he told them. That time, king's army were coming to join Bholenath, but they met him walking home very tiredly. Okay. Then Bholenath told them that the enemy had gone. The soldiers rode to the camp to see for themselves. The camp was empty. The soldiers rode triumphantly into the city and told the king what had happened. Scared away whole single-handed, cried the king delightedly. What a man! And even today, the people tell the story of the valiant potter who caught a tiger and defeated an entire army all by himself. The soldiers couldn't believe it, so they rode to the camp to see themselves. Then the camp was empty. They became very happy and they rode triumphantly into the city to told the king about Bholenath's victory. Means here the bravery of Bholenath. Then they thought that Bholenath alone defeated the entire army. Hearing this news, the king also became very surprised and very happy. The king thought that a single man could do all this, means he could attack the entire army alone. What a man he was! In this incident also, Bholenath did not do anything but he became very famous. Students, even today the people tell the story of the potter who caught a tiger and defeated an entire army all by himself. Okay, but we know how did he gain these achievements. Hope you have understood today's lesson. Let us end this section here. Thank you.